Hey, so today's lesson, make sure you have your notes, is rate of change and slope. We've talked a lot about rate of change, and now we are just relating the rate of change to slope. So I've given you a few things. Let's remember, the rate of change is the change in the dependent over the change in the independent. And remember, the triangle is delta, which means change in. We could also subtract to find y minus y over x minus x. And remember, when you have a table, you subtract to find it. All of this is the rate of change, but the rate of change is the slope. It's just another word for rate of change. When we talk about rate of change, we always do a sentence like, you travel 3 miles every 10 minutes. That is a rate of change. Well, slope is the same thing, it's just we're not always going to have units. So here's another way to find slope. Slope is the ratio of rise over run. Rise over run. The rise is how much you go up or down, and the run is how much you go left or right. So again, the up and down is the y-axis, and the left and right is the x-axis. So again, it's y over x. So I'm going to show you how to find the slope today by the counting method. Make sure you pause. So there are 4 types of slopes that we're going to talk about, and the first type of slope is a positive slope. And if you have a positive slope, that means your line is just going in a positive direction. So something like this is a positive slope, just going in a positive direction. A negative slope is going in a negative direction from left to right. We're always talking about from left to right, so it's going to go down from left to right. This would be a negative slope. No slope, a line that has a, erase that, sorry. Zero slope, Zero slope, that means it doesn't go up or down, it's just flat. So think about that. A zero slope is just a flat line that goes across like that. So no up and no down is a zero slope. Undefined is the last one. That's when a line doesn't have a slope. It's undefined. And what that means is it's going up and down. So it's a vertical line going up and down. That is an undefined slope. So we're going to draw something to help you remember. It's going to be slope man. All right, slope man has 2 eyes. So this is a positive and this is a negative slope. He has a nose, and this is undefined is his nose. You see, positive, negative, undefined, and then his mouth is 0. So this is slope man. We have a positive and a negative, an undefined. So you see his nose, I drew a line up and down and then a U. And then his mouth has zeros to help you remember. This is slope guy. Positive, negative, undefined, 0. Slope man. Now, this is just a little introductory. We're going to spend this week going over slope. So the first thing is how to find slope by counting rise over run. So make sure you pause and get this. The directions say graph the points, then find the slope by counting. So first we need to graph these 2 points. So draw a coordinate plane on your paper and then graph 1, 1. So go over 1, up 1. And then negative 2, 0, which means I go negative 2 and then 0. So there are my 2 points. Once you graph the points, we need to connect them to form a line. Ooh, that's a bad line. And then, we've done that before, now we're going to find the slope. To find the slope, you count the rise over run. Now, rise means up or down. So before we do anything, let's take a look at this. Is this a positive or a negative? This is a positive slope, so just keep that in mind. It's a positive slope. From this point to this point, how far up did I have to go? And you're going to see that I went up 1. So you see my little So I went up 1, and then from here to here I have to go over 1, 2, 3. So my slope is 1/3. I went up 1, and then over 1, 2, 3. That's how you find the slope, by counting. Let's do it for this one. I need to plot my points. -3, 1. So -3, 1. And then 4, -3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So you plot your points, you connect your lines. Then you're going to count rise over run. Now, before we start, is this positive or negative? This is going down, so we know it's going to be negative. So let's go ahead and put our negative sign and then our fraction bar, because it's going to be rise over run, because we're just starting. Let's see how many down we have to go. I'm going to draw a dotted line, just so I know where to stop. So I'm going to go down 1, and then 2, 3, 4. So if I have to go down to 4, I go down to the line, axis, and then 1, 2, 3. So I've gone down 4. Then I need to go over. So again, I'm at the 3rd spot. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. I'm at the axis. And then I have to go 4 more. 4, 5, 6, 7. So -4/7 is my slope. I went down 4 and then over 7 from point to point. Okay. So copy these. Now when it says find the slope of the line, notice I haven't given you any lines. We're going to draw lines together. But if the problem doesn't give you any points, then you have to pick 2 points. So this one, I want you to put so 1, 4, over 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 4. And then 4, 0. So you're going to connect those. And again, we're going to count rise over run. So from here to here, this is a negative slope. So let's go ahead and put our negative sign and then our fraction bar. We have to go up or down first. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to go down. 1, 2, 3, 4. I went down 4 again. And then I'm going to go over. 1, 2, 3. So -4/3. You don't change it to a decimal. You don't change it to a mixed number. You leave it as improper fraction. An improper fraction. Okay? And then over here on number 4, I want you to do this one by yourself. Alright? I'm going to give you points. I want you to plot it, pause it, find the slope, and then press play. So your 2 points are 0, 0, and -4, -2. So plot those 2 points, draw a line, and find the slope. Press pause, and then press play when you're ready to see the answer. So this is a positive slope. So I just put my fraction bar. And then I'm going to go up 1, 2. Because see. And then I'm going to go over 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 over 4. Can we reduce? Yes. 1/2. So make a note. Always reduce fractions to simplest form. So my slope would be 1/2. What that means is I could pick any 2 points on this line and I'm still going to get 1/2. Like what if I picked this point and this point? Then I would go up 1 over 2, so I would get 1/2. Up 2 over 4. If I picked this point over here, I would go up 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh wait, it'd be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So up 3 over 6, and then that would still be 1/2. So always, always, always simplify or reduce your slope fraction. And remember, keep it as an improper. Don't change it to a mixed number. So that was it for your notes and your spiral. Now you're going to get a worksheet. And on the front of your worksheet, you're going to graph the points and find the slope, just like we talked about counting rise over run. On the back of your worksheet, some of them have the dots for you. So you're going to count just like we did, up and down and then over. Some of the lines don't have the dots, so you have to find 2 dots, and they have to intersect nice and neatly through the graph. And so you are going to get this, you're going to work on the rest in class and finish it for homework.